Why do you even care?
Well, I put it like this. The reason why I care is simple. Is because, well, number one, I'm part of the Morehouse legacy that I talked about earlier. And so I have a commitment to try to change the world around me and make it a better place, first and foremost.
The fact that I could leave something and I could say I helped someone, the legacy I leave behind, and that's what really makes me feel good about who I am and what I've done and what I'll be remembered for. Giving back.
Not just enough for me to have high quality of life. I think everybody should have a certain level of a high quality of life, because if that happens, then everybody wins.
While I see on TV so many times young men dying in the streets and not having opportunities to do and to be. So I said we need to save the young men.
And welcome back to Spotlight as we turn our attention to a very special program in the Metro Detroit area. We're going to talk about it. It's called the Boys to Men program, and it has some different tentacles to it, and we'll explore all of that with Franklin Wilkerson. He is president of the Detroit Morehouse Alumni Association. Wesley Ganson, he is with the Detroit Public Schools, but he is also executive director of the Boys to Men program, and man who certainly doesn't need any introduction by the time this program is over with, and that's Caleb Oates. And Caleb is a senior at the Frederick Douglass Academy, and welcome to Spotlight.
I came up with this program about 15 years ago, and I saw that many of the young people that had problems in the school, they needed someone outside of the classroom to give support to them as well as to the school. And they couldn't do it during the regular school time or class time, but they needed someone else to do that. I got started with this initiative with Morehouse through one of the members being honored at the Chronicle award ceremony for 100 black men.
So from that meeting, he introduced me to Wes Ganson back in the fall of 2014.
He began to talk to me about what he was doing with Morehouse as an alumni and what their chapter was doing. And he asked me what was I doing currently. And I told him I was doing a mentoring program at Frederick Douglass. And he said he was going to introduce me to his president, and that's how it got started.
And he and I have been connected ever since, putting together our support of the mentoring program. So we agreed after that meeting to come in and be mentors to the young men in his program.
It's a comprehensive approach to mentoring. And being a former educator and principal, it's good to know the resources that currently exist so you can go after them. You don't have to take a long time to do it. So the comprehensive approach is not only looking at the academic side of the issues and the goals, but looking at the behaviors or the behavioral goals that prevent sometimes our students from being those effective learners that they should.
It's an excellent fit because Morehouse College is the only all-male school of its kind that caters to African American males pretty much in the world. And Frederick Douglass is the only all-male Detroit public school. So we know what black males need, and we feel that we're the most capable to help give that to them.
Number one, the individualized student action plan. That's where students identify 3 behavioral goals and 3 academic goals that they need to work on.
The program really emphasizes goal setting, and I didn't really have any goals. I just kind of, went with the punches, went with the flow, but The program really taught me how to lay out different goals and actually provide action steps.
Second is service learning. We believe the key component to really learning and growing up as an adult is being able to give back or going beyond yourself.
We also did a service learning event at Gleaners on MLK Day.
Upstairs, we have a work assignment that needs to be done. Let me ask a question. Are you all ready to work today? Oh, good.
More energy, fellas.
All right,
You ready to
good.
work today?
Yeah, good. Yes. We're going to be working on backpacks today. Backpacks is meals that are provided over the weekend for students to take home. Okay, so we'll get started. Okay, so today you all packed 300 bags of backpacks, which means 300 students are going to benefit from what you did today. And you did a total amount of 2,400 pounds. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. Thank you. Take care.
The third component is extended learning, which you may term as field trips, where students learn outside of the classroom.
We also went to the University of Michigan, where one of our alums, Dr. Todd Esther, hosted us. He's head of diversity and inclusion at the University of Michigan Dental School, and so we took the boys up there to expose them to the career of dentistry.
College readiness is the fourth piece, where we believe that every student should and could go to college.
We focused on the kids that are high performers, and that's always our mission, and I applaud that. Your 3.5s, your 3.6s and above. What about those 2.0 kids? What about the kids with a 1.9? We want to get those kids that have the lower grades and the mediocre grades, because we feel that with this process that Wes has developed, we can help transform them into those higher performing kids.
At home on my mirror, I have actually typed out a guideline for the things I wanted to do when I get to college. I have Bachelor's of Arts in Secondary Education. I have Master's of Arts in Ed Leadership. I have PhD in Policy Studies.
The whole point of all of these activities is us working together, building a bond and a trust with the young men, and really just building our relationship with them in a way that will help sustain us throughout this program. We come from a background of trying to overcome, and so we understand these boys. Many of us were these boys when we were coming through the process.
And so on behalf of that, I have accomplished a 3.4 GPA, a 23 ACT
Excellent.
composite score, due to the fact that I set those goals. I wanted to be somebody. And with my background, that was very uncertain. I'll just put it that way. But I thank God every day for Mr. Ganson that he has taught us the importance of education, taught us the importance of setting goals to accomplish the things that you want in life.